Hey Taurus, this read is for you, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll see what the universe has in store for you today. Alrighty, so universe, what messages do you have for Taurus? Do you have some guidance? Some insight? Oh, I feel like, ooh, she's getting ready to go. I think those guys are all wanting to come out too. So let's see. Let's see what we got. We have the crown chakra, which represents your spirituality. I have the universe card. So a lot of times in my reads, when she shows up, she's speaking of a universal life lesson or of a universal path. I have disruption, spiritual union, suffering and silence, fulfillment of wishes, light, movement, choices, decisions, memories of love, the solar plexus chakra, wisdom, and harmony. Oof. That's a heavy read. I feel like we're going to be talking about healing. Healing, rebuilding ourselves up. I feel like it's going to be healing from a relationship, as the memories of love is speaking to. I feel like that relationship kind of took a chunk of your confidence, and that's why we have the solar plexus chakra here. It speaks to your self-esteem, self-empowerment, self-confidence. I think within that journey, you're going to find some insight and some wisdom. I think you're going to have to trust your intuition, and you're going to experience some spiritual growth. I also believe that this is going to, oh, that is what it is. This is going to lead you on your path to your soulmate. That is your universal life path, and that's how this harmony and this spiritual union tie in. So I have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can represent swift change, but also moving. I see the word moving when I look at him. So I think this is part of the changes that are happening in your life. I think you're having to actually move residences, maybe even move communities as well. I have the Ace of Wands, which speaks of new beginnings. It can sometimes speak to a new life, like a new baby. I feel like it's speaking to a whole new life for you. Like, this transition is bigger than you realize. I have the Ace of Swords, which represents triumph. The Six of Cups, which speaks to your past. Sometimes someone or something from your past coming back into your life. I wonder if you aren't moving back to your hometown. And this Knight of Wands is tied into the Six of Cups. I have the King of Pentacles, but I'm going to pull just a few more cards. So I have the Queen of Swords here. I feel like this Queen of Swords is speaking to you. I have it sitting next to the Tower. The Tower represents a sudden or unexpected ending. Ooh. I have the King of Swords and I have the Queen of Wands, so I have one too many queens here. I feel like you felt like this person, this relationship that you're healing from, you felt like this person was your soulmate. You felt like they were your match. I think they were stepping out on you though. And that's why this Queen of Wands is here. And I think when you found out, it was very sudden and unexpected. I think it's quite devastating as well. I have the Page of Pentacles, which represents good news on the way and of a financial nature. I feel like this is tying into your move and your new start in life. I also feel it tied into the King of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to have the money that you need to start over. Now, whether it's a huge abundance of wealth or not, that I'm not sure, but it's enough money that you can move and start a new life. I have the Seven of Swords here. I believe it's speaking to this relationship ending as well. It speaks of a situation which you felt was unfair, and there is nothing more unfair than infidelity. Like, if you're that unhappy, just leave. You don't bring somebody else into the situation and cause that much hurt. But this King of Swords sure did. I have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is a warning to not get stuck in negative thoughts or emotions. I feel like the unfairness, maybe resentment and anger, to not get stuck in that, because it will keep you from seeing positive opportunities around you. I feel like being able to overcome these emotions and move forward, I feel like those are the challenges that the Six of Wands is speaking to. It represents triumph over challenges. I have the Six of Swords, which speaks of moving from a stormier time to a calmer one in your life. And I feel like this physical move is going to help with that as well, having new surroundings. I have the Three of Cups, which represents happiness and celebration. So I definitely see that in your future. I see the spiritual union in your future, and this harmony, this fulfillment of wishes. So I feel like there are good things waiting for you. I have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles can represent going through a rough time financially. I also feel like it ties into having enough money to move. So remember how I said I wasn't sure if it was wealth, but it was enough to move? So I don't feel like it is a lot of wealth, but I feel like it's enough to get you. It's enough to get you home. It's enough to get you a new start in life. And probably being near family will help too. They will help as well. I have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords speaks of having trouble making a decision, having trouble finding clarity. I feel like it's speaking to choosing this path, to move home, to starting a new life. Not entirely sure what that's going to look like, because I feel like you really banked on this person because they're of the same suit, this King and Queen. I feel like you felt like this person was someone that you were going to be spending the rest of your life with and building a life with, which is why it was so shocking what they did to you. I have the Page of Swords, which represents delayed or disappointing news. I feel it definitely tied into this breakup, tied into this King of Swords. I have the Eight of Wands, which speaks of movement, sometimes air travel. To me, it's tying into traveling, moving, starting a new life, moving away from this disappointment, from this hurt. I have the Three of Pentacles, which represents starting to see the fruits of your labor. To me, the Pentacles in this card are not speaking of money. This is very personal. This is spiritual. This is about happiness and inner peace and healing. I have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords speaks of a disappointing ending, but one that was beneficial for you in the long run. I feel like it's sending you on your universal path. This is an important step for you, even though it sucks ass. It's taking you to where you need to be. The Star card to me represents hope and clarity, but a clarity I don't think you're going to see until this spiritual union shows up. I think when this comes about, when this comes to fruition, that's when you're going to be able to look back and see that everything happens for a reason, and that if this hadn't happened with this King of Swords, that you wouldn't find this wonderful spiritual union in the future. I have the Death card, which speaks of transition, change in your life. The Sun card, which represents positive things manifesting for you. I have the Nine of Wands, which speaks to working towards a goal over time. To me, it speaks of your healing. I don't feel like healing for you with this is going to come overnight. I feel like this is going to be a process. This was a very big hurt, what this person did to you. And this is going to take time to process the emotions so that you can move on. I feel like the Three of Swords also speaks to the heartbreak and those emotions. But I have the Emperor here, and to me, the Emperor is all about success. So it's success in not just money, but personal success. So self-confidence, self-esteem, all of those things from within. I feel like it's going to be I feel like it's going to be a transformative journey that's going to take you where you need to go in life. I have new beginnings, partnerships and alliances, and fertility. So this is definitely a new beginning for you. To me, fertility is about healing. It's about growing a new future for yourself. To me, this partnerships and alliances is tying in with this spiritual union. It's tying in with this harmony. It's tying into somebody that you're going to meet in the future who you never would have crossed paths with and you would not have gotten together with if not for the crappy thing that this King of Swords did to you. I think he's shoving you in the direction onto your universal path to meet up with this spiritual union, to meet up with your soulmate. Alrighty guys, that's what the card said to me. I hope you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to comment because I love hearing from you guys. Take care.